Hey guys, and welcome back to the next video of the Kotlin Coroutines playlist. In the last videos of this playlist and in all of the videos that I've used coroutines, all the time I showed you how to launch a coroutine. But I never talked about cancellation of a coroutine. In this video, I'm going to talk about job and cancellation. Be with me till the end of the video to be familiar with this topic. Let's go. As I told you before, when we want to launch a coroutine, we are going to use one of the scopes like global scope, view model scope, lifecycle scope based on the project. And then we are using the launch command and one of the dispatchers, and we can launch a coroutine. But when we want to cancel it, we can use something like that. We have instance of job, which is a variable of a type of job. As you see, by the definition of Android Studio, it creates a job object in an active state. A failure of any child of this job immediately causes this job to fail too, and cancels the rest of its children as well. You can read the others, the rest of the explanation by yourself if you want. Now let's check. Let's use a for command for I in, let me make it a bit limited, between 25 and 45. After a delay of 1 second, show my tag. Life cycle scope and display the I for me. Let's check it. It was the basic of launching a code. Okay, 25, 26, 27, and so on. Let me stop it. Delete the tags. Let's go further. Now, down below, I'm going to use a run blocking. Inside it, a delay. I think 3 seconds is enough. And then job dot cancel, and then again a log. Job cancelled. Now let's check it. This process should take over like 15 seconds, and here after 3 seconds we want to abort it. Let's see if it works. "25, 26, and as you can see it cancelled after 3 seconds. Okay. When we have a simple process just like this to print something, it works like a job. But in case of heavy processes, our application doesn't have time to check if our job is cancelled or not. For this, I've written this function to simulate a heavy calculation, and let's use it. Okay, a delay, a val of result equals to the calculator, and we are sending this I to it, and then this, and then $sign result. Okay, let's check it now. As you see, after number 39, the job is cancelled, but still the process is active, and we can see other numbers as well. Let me stop it. Why? Because of the matter that I've told you. When the process is heavy, our application doesn't have time to check uh, if it's cancelled or not. What we can do to solve this problem? Simply, we can check if is active. As you can see, it's coroutine scope that is active, and when we are using it, that simply means we are using this public val coroutine scope that is active and the type is boolean. So if the coroutine is active, we are going to do this, and if it's not active, that means if the job is cancelled, uh, we are going to abort the process. Let's check it. The job cancelled and the process abort. We have only this line printed here because the process of this line was started before the cancellation. And yeah, you can see that it works like a chart. So we have this coroutine here and we know how to cancel it. Now let me show you another way of canceling a coroutine. Instead of having a delay here, let me command it. And also let me command this comment. Sorry. Here with timeout, we can use this with timeout of again 3 seconds. We can do the same. So the process is active, and after 3 seconds, it should be deactive. Let's check it. Okay, till number 37, and there is no any other number here. So we have this tag here, and we can read it. But in actual project, when we want to use this timeout, we should be noticed automatically that the time that we set here in the timeout is out, and the time is about this. And if we want to launch another process or do whatever we want, now we can launch whatever we want. So here, to do this, instead of the cancellation, we can use join command, and we don't need this delay. So technically, now with this code, after these 3 seconds, we should see this job join. And let's check it. Okay, after number 40, which means after this 3 seconds, we see that job join. So instead of this tag, we can launch whatever we want. In a lot of websites, we see that when we are clicking or something, or when we want to pay for something, Sometimes the process is not successful, and we see that we have timeout error. This is this. So when we start a process, it's not supposed to have it continuously till infinity time. We should set a limited time for this, and after this timeout, if it's successful, that's good. If it's not successful, it should be stopped, and we can start it again one more time, or we can do something else. Okay, what else I wanted to tell you? uh, why I'm using here run blocking? Because job.join is suspend, and we should be writing it inside run blocking, but job dot cancel is not suspend, and we can use it outside of run blocking, just here. Okay, I think that's enough for this topic, and I covered everything that I wanted to tell you about this. Thank you very much for your time. If you are new in the channel, please hit the subscribe button right now and hit the bell button as well to be aware about the new videos. Give me a thumbs up for this video, and if you want me to make another video about any other topic, you can write down below in the comment section, and I will read them and make videos about your requests. Thank you very much. Have a good day. See you. Bye bye.